Welcome to Math Magic, a 16-week journey to master the Trachtenberg Method of mental math, specially designed for neurodiverse learners. Week 1, Introduction, Understanding the Trachtenberg Method and its benefits for neurodiverse learners. So what is the Trachtenberg Method? The Trachtenberg Method is a system of mental math that makes complex calculations easy by breaking them down into simple steps. It was developed by Jakob Trachtenberg while he was imprisoned during World War II. Why does it work for you? It uses patterns instead of memorization. It breaks problems into small, manageable steps, which reduces your working memory load. Its visual and tactile components help with dyscalculia. How your brain learns math. Your brain is wired differently, and that's a strength. Here's how we'll work with your unique learning style. For ADHD, there will be short, focused lessons, frequent breaks, and interactive elements. For dyscalculia, there will be visual number representations, physical movement with math, and pattern-based learning. So let's get started with numbers. And this may not work for you, but it does work for a lot of people, so it's worth a try anyway. Let's begin by looking at numbers differently. Instead of seeing them as abstract symbols, we can visualize them as patterns. So try this exercise. Look at the number 8. Can you visualize it? Can you see it as 2 stacked circles, as a snowman, an hourglass? The visualization helps your brain process numbers more easily. Again, if that doesn't work for you, that's okay. We'll find another way to make it work. But it is helpful for a lot of people. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about your first Trachtenberg rule. The simplest rule in the Trachtenberg method is multiplying by 11. Here's how it works. For example, we're going to use 11 times 23. So you're going to write down the first digit, which is 2. Then you're going to add the 2 digits together. 2 plus 3 equals 5, and write it next to the 2. So you'll have 25. And then you're going to write down the last digit, 253. That's it. 11 times 23 is 253. Here is a visual representation. 2 plus 3 equals 5, 253. Now it's your turn to practice. I want you to try these 3 problems, multiplying by 11. Don't worry about speed. Just focus on understanding the pattern. Remember the steps. First digit, sum of digits, last digit. So do these 3, 11 times 14, 11 times 35, 11 times 62. Pause your video, and then once you've got your answers down, hit play. We'll move on to the next part, and you'll see if you got your answers right. All right, so let's check and see if you got these problems right by remembering those steps. So for the first one, 11 times 14, your answer should be 154. You bring down the 1, you add 1 and 4, which is 5, and then you write down the 4, 154. 11 times 35 is 385, and 11 times 62 is 682. Here's a more broken down explanation for you, more visual. Bring down the first digit. That's your first step, the 1. Add the 2 digits and bring down the sum. 1 plus 4 equals 5. Then you bring down the last digit, 154. You'll do the same thing for all the other problems. Now it's time for your interactive practice. There are 5 problems for you to practice. You're going to put your answer in Edpuzzle. There will be a break at each one of these problems, and then we can go over your work when you're finished. Good luck. I think you're going to get this. It's easy to remember. It's easy to learn. And job well done.